Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. Welcome to another edition of Talking Fitchburg from the newsroom. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. Got a little bit of a cold from the weekend. And, yeah, here I am. You had Andrew yesterday, you get me today. Andrew did a good job. Except, Andrew, I watched yesterday.
Yeah.
And Scott had mentioned something about your hair yesterday. And I checked it out. It looked like you were electrocuted.
That's,
It was a little frizzy yesterday.
It's all you get, man. It's just that. But all I know is today.
Today it's perfect.
I have a haircut.
Oh, you got a haircut.
Today, after work, me and the three boys, so four of us, all of us are getting cut. So, be a whole new family.
The boys.
Yeah, they're all
boys are cleaning it up.
They're a little shaggy. They need to get a buzz cut for the summer. So, there'll be a lot of hair coming off them today.
Oh boy.
I'll bring a before and after.
Piles.
For the show tomorrow. Piles of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yikes.
Well, I wasn't able to ask you yesterday. You have a good Easter weekend?
I did, except for the cold. Like we were out Saturday, outside most of the day, and at the Christy's families, things were going great. We got home. Christy started to die with the allergies. And I thought that was the allergies,
Right.
But then a half hour later, then I had the cold symptoms. I was like, what is going on?
You stay away. You stay out there.
And I don't have. I mean, I don't know if it's a knock on wood but I've not had any allergy problems.
Right.
That I'm aware of. But
right.
Maybe it's time. So
there you go. Maybe it's your time to shine.
So yesterday, the wife was down for the count, so I take the boy for a 6-month appointment, and
there you go.
I'm like, well, this is what I got. I'm like, you might as well check him for that, because
right.
Yeah, it's me,
make sure.
me, Lily, and the wife. I'll have something going on. So I blame Lily. That's my always go to.
Blame the
one
that goes to daycare. Yep. Or schools or whatever.
But actually. From what I've heard around, a lot of people have this right now. Like something just popped up.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
And like you said, people are masking it as allergies as well, since it's that time as well. So there you go.
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Lame. So yes, ignore today if I sniffle a little bit or cough. I apologize.
Right. Sounds good.
I'm fighting it off as best I can.
Right.
We've got a great show for you here today. We'll get you updated. The traffic change didn't happen last night because of the weather. It got moved to tonight, so we'll get you the details so you know for your ride tomorrow. Then we're going to take you out this morning. Andrew's in early, joined the Fitchburg Fire Department in retirement. Of a firefighter here. 25 years? Is that right? 25 years. Yep. So we'll take you out to that event this morning. Pretty cool what the fire department does for retirements. We'll show you what that looks like here coming up in Digest. And then we're going to take you out to Community Action Coalition. They held an open event last week, and we want to introduce you to them. If you're not familiar with what they do, we're going to take you inside that great organization, and a lot to show you here coming up on the show. But first, we do turn to our headlines, and we start with that traffic shift, switching to tonight. It was postponed last night due to the weather. A little bit of rain, thunder, lightning. Some of you may have saw hail. I don't know if we saw any hail here in Fitchburg. I was just looking through the storm reports and didn't see any. No. But I digress. All right, so here's what we got. By Wednesday morning, southbound Verona Road traffic from Raymond Road to County PD in Fitchburg will shift to the newly completed southbound interchange ramps on the west side of the highway. Turn lane restrictions will occur at Verona Road and County PD intersection. Backups and delays are expected in the area. Delays are anticipated Wednesday morning as drivers adjust to the new Verona Road traffic configurations. Commuters are urged to plan ahead and allow for additional time to travel through the work zone. Speed limits are reduced to 40 miles an hour in that work zone. Also a part of this project, bridge closure. Well, bridge construction, but closures at Williamsburg Way. Yeah, at Williamsburg Way, they are assembling that bridge, and there'll be closures starting on April 24th through July as they build out that new bridge. So motorists, bicyclists, pedestrians, anybody, you got to find other routes. There'll be no left turns. No matter what direction you're going in, you have to turn right. If you're, coming off of either Williamsburg Way. I'm like, which road is that? And I'm not even on any meds. That's how it is. So plan ahead tomorrow. That's what we've got going on there. All right, Wisconsin's Drug Take-Back Day is coming up this weekend, and I wanted to throw this out there to you that it's on Saturday, April 27th. And, this is your chance to properly dispose of meds so they don't get into the wrong hands, into our water streams or anything above. We have a med drop box here that's open Monday through Friday at the Fitchburg Police Department. I know the chief had mentioned that if you do stop by on Saturday, dispatch can let you in to dispose of those items, but it's a statewide effort, part of that Dose of Reality, Wisconsin. So if you have a chance, please find a med drop box near you and get rid of those old medications the proper way. All right, Oak Bank and Fitchburg Chamber have a cool event coming up. It's their summer Soiree. I was waiting for Andrew to say Soiree. I was waiting for Andrew to correct me. It's Thursday, July 11th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Oak Bank, 5951 McKee Road, Suite 100. Yeah, Wheelhouse will be performing live music, and you'll be able to enjoy some delicious food, drinks, and you can meet up with the local businesses. It's going to be a good time. Stop on by. Get that on your calendar, as it's a popular event here for the summertime. All right, Dane County unveils new program to protect the county's rural character and reduce flooding. This was announced yesterday. As the population and development pressures continue to increase, County Executive Joe Parisi marked Earth Day week by announcing a new county grant program to preserve small family farms and rural lands. The new program will incentivize property owners, convert lands used for annual row crops or improved pastures into area planted with perennial grasses that reduces runoff during heavy rains like what we experienced last August. That was some terrible stuff. Payments from the county to the property owners will be made up front when the initial grant is awarded and the area has been established. This provides economic and environmental initiative for property owners interested in protecting the land they own from future development and runoff, of course, which is a good thing. So, yeah. And it says funds to get this initiative started. They've got $750,000 were included in the county's executive's 2019 budget. The startup fund should help pay for the protection of 300 acres in this pilot year, with 100 acres each devoted to managing grazing, wildlife, buffers between lands vulnerable to runoff and water resources like lakes, rivers, and streams. Those who sign up in the program will enter into a 15-year agreement with the county. So it's a long-term process here, or program. Dane County will take applications if you're interested from landowners until May 31st. Those interested in participating can head out to the website listed on the screen. Pretty cool stuff there. Different way to think about managing those open spaces in the rural area. I like it. All right, finally, we got to talk about ticks. Yep, it's tick season already. Can you believe it?
Yes. We've had 6 in our house already.
6? What?
Yes, we've had 4 on our boys, 1 on the wall, 1 on my wife. So yeah, we've had ticks.
Oh boy.
They're here, folks.
They are here. According to this, this would be your public health of Mass in Dane County. They've seen an average of 135 Lyme disease cases per year over the last 3 years, and additionally sees 10 to 15 cases of a different type of disease from these ticks each year. It's crazy. So here's what you need to do. Avoid wooded and brushy areas with high grasses and walk in the center of the trails or hiking. Or maybe just put on some long pants if you're going to be in the woods. That would be one thing I'd suggest. Use repellents containing 20 to 30% DEET on both exposed skin and clothing. Carefully follow product instructions. Use products that contain basically a perimeter. I would just say wear pants. Wear pants and long clothing if you're going in follow the directions of those different items that you can use. And when you get home too, it says you could shower or bathe as soon as possible when you come indoors. That's a good way to check for ticks, or have the loved one check you, right? And towel clothing worn in high heat and dryer that can help kill any ticks on the clothing. Removing ticks, different story here. If you get a tick on you, you want to do some research on that. You got to be really careful on that. And yeah. I know somebody that got Lyme disease last year, Andrew, and they had to. It took them a while to figure out what happened.
I'm sure.
because
I
there
remember
was no
this
tick.
story. I remember you telling this story.
So
yeah,
it happens.
it is.
All right, I'm over my time. We need to take a break here. Coming up next, we'll open up the digest, and we're taking you out to this morning's ceremony for a firefighter retiring after 25 years. We have that story for you next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.